Have you ever wondered how substance abuse and mental health struggles can derail an NBA career? Players like Richard Dumas, Roy Tarpley, and Chris Washburn had the talent to shine, but were cut short by their battles. Dumas showed promise with the Phoenix Suns, averaging 15.8 points in his rookie season before a drug suspension ended his career. Tarpley, a 7th overall pick, faced a battle with alcoholism that led to multiple suspensions, ultimately ending his career. Washburn, once considered a top center, was banned after failing 3 drug tests. These players' stories raise questions. Could the NBA have done more to support them? Subscribe to learn more about these heartbreaking yet fascinating tales of lost potential. Jontay Porter. Let's talk about a wild NBA scandal that rocked the league in 2024. Have you heard about Jontay Porter's lifetime ban? On April 17, 2024, the NBA dropped the hammer on Porter, banning him for life after discovering he was involved in betting on games, including his performance. Yep, you read that right. He even bet against his team, the Toronto Raptors. Crazy, right? It started earlier that year when the league noticed strange betting patterns between January and March. Porter took a personal leave on March 25th, but the NBA was deep into an investigation by then. Turns out Porter wasn't just involved, he was rigging games. He'd fake injuries or cut his playing time to influence bets. And when he shared secret info, gamblers would place bets up to $80,000 on him. Here's the kicker, he was making over $1 million in salary while playing for the Raptors and their G League team, Raptors 905. Because he was on a 2-way contract, he became the first player ever banned from both the NBA and the G League. What did the NBA do after? They introduced the Jontay Porter rule. No more player prop bets for 2-way or 10-day contract players. What do you think? Was the punishment too harsh or fair? O.J. Mayo. Remember O.J. Mayo? Once dubbed the next LeBron, he was picked 3rd overall in the 2008 NBA draft by the Timberwolves before being traded to the Memphis Grizzlies. He showed promise, even averaging 15.3 points with a 40.7% three-point rate during a stint with the Dallas Mavericks. So, what happened? Fast forward to July 1st, 2016, Mayo was banned from the NBA for violating the league's substance abuse policy. The issue? Smoking marijuana and abusing painkillers. It wasn't just a slap on the wrist. This turned into one of the longest suspensions in NBA history, stretching across 164 regular season games and 13 playoff games. That's a total of 177 games missed. He played his final NBA seasons with the Milwaukee Bucks from 2013 to 2016, but after the ban, he never applied for reinstatement, though he became eligible in 2018. Instead of coming back, Mayo chose to take his talents overseas, playing in Taiwan, China, Puerto Rico, Egypt, and Russia. Do you think he should have gotten another shot in the NBA? Or was it already too late for a comeback? Enjoying the action? Hit follow and turn on alerts to catch every epic NBA highlight. Donald Sterling. Next, there's a wild one. Donald Sterling never played a minute in the NBA, but still got hit with one of the harshest bans in league history. How does that happen? Let's break it down. Back in September 2013, Sterling, then owner of the Los Angeles Clippers, was secretly recorded during a private conversation with his girlfriend, V. Stiviano. She had posted a picture with Magic Johnson, and Sterling lost it. He said things like, "Don't bring him to my games," and "You can sleep with black people, just don't bring them to my games." Yikes. Can you imagine your boss saying that out loud, let alone being recorded? Fast forward to April 25th, 2014. During the NBA playoffs, TMZ leaked the audio, and all hell broke loose. Players protested, fans were furious, and just 4 days later, on April 29th, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver stepped in like a boss. He banned Sterling for life and hit him with a $2.5 million fine, the max allowed. But it doesn't stop there. Sterling was also found to be in the early stages of Alzheimer's, which gave his wife, Shelley, the legal power to sell the team. Enter Steve Ballmer, ex-Microsoft CEO, who bought the Clippers for a record $2 billion. Richard Dumas. Ever heard of Richard Dumas? He was supposed to be a huge deal for the Phoenix Suns, a real rising star, but things took a dark turn. Want to know how drugs and mental health struggles ended what could have been a brilliant NBA career? Dumas was drafted in 1991, but never even hit the court that season. Why? He was suspended for violating the NBA's substance abuse policy. Ouch. But in December 1992, he finally made his debut. And wow, he came out strong, averaging 15.8 points and 4.6 rebounds. He was so good, he made the NBA All-Rookie second team. In 1993, he even helped the Suns reach the NBA Finals against Michael Jordan's Bulls. Sounds like a comeback, right? Sadly, things spiraled again. He tested positive for a banned substance and was suspended indefinitely after that rookie season. Even worse, he skipped rehab, which didn't sit well with the league. Dumas later revealed he struggled with bipolar disorder and social anxiety, saying he'd drink 6 beers before games to cope. Despite a short comeback and trade to Philly, he violated his contract by drinking again, and in 1996, the NBA banned him for good. Do you think the league could have done more to support players battling mental health back then? Roy Tarpley. Roy Tarpley had all the potential to be a star. Selected 7th overall in the 1986 NBA draft by the Dallas Mavericks, he looked like he was on his way to a long, successful career. But substance abuse would sadly derail his journey. Tarpley played for the Mavericks until 1991, but then cocaine and alcohol took over. After being banned in October 1991 for violating the NBA's substance abuse policy repeatedly, Tarpley spent 3 years away from the game. Despite this setback, he made a comeback in the 1994-95 season, playing 55 games and showing flashes of his talent. In his career, he averaged 12.6 points per game and 8.2 rebounds per game. But sadly, Tarpley's battle with alcoholism was too much. In December 1995, after another alcohol-related violation, the NBA banned him permanently. Tarpley's return to the league was short-lived, and after his ban, he never played again. He passed away in 2015 at the age of 50, leaving behind a career full of what could have been. It's heartbreaking to think about what could have happened if he had received more support. Do you think the NBA should have done more to help players like him back in the day? Chris Washburn. Chris Washburn's story is one of lost potential. Standing at 6 feet 11 inches, he was once considered one of the most promising centers in the NBA. Drafted as the 3rd overall pick in 1986, his college days were nothing short of impressive, averaging 16.4 points and 6.6 rebounds per game. But unfortunately, his promising future would be derailed by a battle with drug addiction. Washburn's career in the NBA never quite lived up to expectations. He played only 9 minutes per game during his brief time in the league, with stops on 2 different teams. His struggles with drugs cost him dearly, and in 1989, after failing 3 drug tests in as many years, he was permanently banned from the NBA on June 29, 1989. After he departed from the league, things took a turn for the worse. Washburn even spent time in prison due to his substance abuse problems. It's a tough reminder of how addiction can derail even the brightest futures. It's wild how quickly things can fall apart in the NBA. One mistake or hidden struggle can end even the most promising career. From Dumas' quiet battles to Porter's shocking scandal, these stories remind us that talent alone isn't enough. Could better support have changed their paths, or were the consequences fair? The league has evolved, but these moments still leave big questions. Drop a comment because we like to hear your thoughts, and subscribe for more untold NBA drama like this.